following the story of the spot and the circumference, now I was explaining that if the path of life, I hope it doesn't fall, if the path of life is like this kind of labyrinth that goes from the small point, and then you have one path here, and then like a small circumferences broken in different with dead end roads, and then it's getting bigger, and then it's only one that takes you to the other one, and this labyrinth getting bigger, and then there is only one path to go for the whole huge labyrinth with, I don't know, 10 layers, and there is only one exit, and this exit is for the awareness of yourself, which is everybody's taking you or telling you which the way and the path is to get there, and that path is going to be called religion, and in that path of religion is going to be dead end roads called Christianism, paganism, Muslim, Buddhism, and you are following and finding them and keeping deeper into that labyrinth, but the only one that is the exit, it was religions, and it could be ideologies, it could be something else that doesn't exist yet, but as long as you are only visualizing different labyrinths with only one exit, you would say, what if I create my own path? How do you create your own path? Following the right one that they are telling you, and this is the end, and blah, 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 blah? Or just by finding the walls of the labyrinth that is only in 2 dimensions, but you are there, and once you realize that what is behind the wall that has been created in my mind through the knowledge of the humans, adult humans, it's giving me, instead of keep asking why. When you keep asking why there is this world here, and why am I living in a 2-dimensional world? Once you realize that, you are in a 3-dimensional world, and that's the authentical, natural, real path out of your higher consciousness. The other one was like semi-real, it was just one path, and you can follow it, and maybe, but unless you realized what I'm talking about, you haven't gone to the 3D world. If you manage to explain this to yourself in a level that you are feeling it, then there is another dimension that is the one that is telling you this story of the labyrinth. The story of the labyrinth, it can be explained in billion stories. Different cultures will need different stories. Because, Pink Floyd was talking about the wall. Some of the people talk about barriers. Some of the people talk... When you get the common level of awareness of the different currents of ideologies, thoughts, religions, etc., instead of focusing in what it is different or what is common, just be aware of those. So your obsession disappears. And there is always a higher level to see if you are in any kind of obsession. This is not the ceiling at all, but just living under this perspective, dimensions, levels of consciousness is more than enough for the whole society to increase the quality of life in the planet. I'm not saying about the people. I'm saying the planet. I'm not saying that is good, bad, or not. No. Quality of life by this, I mean that there is balance. And by balance, I mean that there is not conscious pain and suffering provoked by conscious greediness. Because some greedy people, well, probably all greedy people, I don't know, they are aware of how greedy they are, and they are aware of how much they can feel with this greediness satisfied. They can feel the emptiness of the universe that they don't want to be part of. And that's their shield, and they protect them from feeling the infinite feeling of feeling nothing, feeling everything, which is being aware of your body and your mind. And the problem is that when the mind is fighting with the mind, and some people want to be good people, but their desires are against that person values are for a good person. That's the internal battle that I think more than 99% of the population are having. And it doesn't matter the percentage, it can be 50, I don't care. There are other types that they are and or. I mean that, I don't know if it is understood, or that what I was saying about good, bad, in a balanced and balanced way, being aware, not being aware, duality, no duality, they are only aspects of human lifespan that they can go deep, connect, go wider, feel, or just ignore. The problem is the ones that they don't feel anything, they don't understand anything, so they cannot ignore it. Because once you don't understand it, you're not ignoring it. Because if you see that someone else understood it, then something looks wrong for yourself. So don't try to understand. Feel it or don't feel it. If you don't feel it, ignore it. But why do you have to fight against other ideas as long as they are not forcing you to change yours? But in real world, this doesn't happen this way. Because in real world, nobody is absolutely coherent and honest with themselves in order to behave and interact with others. By others, I mean people, animals, plants, minerals, everything surrounding you, even the things that don't exist, you can treat them one way or another. So why don't we write a law about the things that they don't exist? We are based on the laws of nature, that they are created by men, and they are made of things that they didn't exist, and we created them just to make a law out of that. So my crazy statement before sounded crazy, but the society is crazier. That's why I'm saying that the society is a psychopath.